Hi, I'm Josh and I'm a student leader here down at the Gold Coast for summer projects. And I just wanted to share a little bit of a testimony about how being on the leadership team this year has influenced me. And I've had a really awesome year where I've had some opportunities on campus to get more involved and to help lead some different things. And this is actually only my second summer project, so going on the leadership team this year was a bit different to see all of the things that are happening behind the scenes that I didn't even realise were happening in previous years. And it sort of blew my mind to realise how much time and effort and planning goes into what we do down here. And it was such a privilege to get to do that, because even though I felt a bit inadequate and inequipped to do that at the start, through all of the planning and the meetings that we did, I learned so many new skills around how to organise different things, from putting together the schedule to drafting outreach teams and realising, wait, how many constraints go into that, and making different things work together. But something that really influenced me was once I got down here, I'd had a really busy exam block and period leading into this, and Nick had warned us that probably everything that would go wrong in the first couple of days or in the first 48 hours. And I was down here on the Sunday, and it was just a crazy day after church in the morning, because I was trying to help lead the campus time for UQ and help organise a team time of what my team was planning to do. And then also Nick's car had broken down on the first day, and Nick was one of our drivers, so this threw the driving rotations into a complete mess. And so I was trying to organise how to fix that up. And then one of our replacement drivers I'd found out didn't have their green Ps, and so we had to get them to change that. And so all of this stuff was going on, and I realised at this point in the day, when I was feeling a bit stressed and overwhelmed by all of this stuff, that I was really relying on my own strength to do that. And there'd been times throughout the start of a couple of days of projects where I'd been really relying on my own strength to do the things that I needed to do. And I realised that I'm here to share the gospel with schoolies. I'm here to share with them about how to rely on God's strength in everything that they're doing in their lives. And I was really convicted that I wasn't even doing that in my own leadership. And so I realised that I needed to rely on God, I needed to pray about those things. And as soon as I did that, my day completely changed. And I had this sort of sense of peace come over me, and all of the things that I was organising seemed to fit into place. And I realised when it was time to delegate some things to different people, when it was time to do them myself. And I feel like God really grew me in my wisdom and in my leadership ability just in that moment of realising that even being in a position of leadership wasn't something about my own strength or something that I could do by myself, but it was something that I needed to do by relying on Him. Instead of trying to work everything out and make it happen and do things like that, which I think is very much the way I'm wired, I had to rely on God and trust Him to make things work out. And I think that's something that's grown me a lot, even just this project and my leadership ability, and hopefully something that'll bear fruit, not just in that area, but in lots of areas of my life, and realising that the gospel is not just for non-Christians, but it's relevant to every part of our lives as we walk as Christians as well. This is only my second project, but I'm already excited to come back next year, hopefully, God willing, because there's just so much that's packed into this 2 weeks. And having been on the leadership team this year, I've seen with a fresh perspective, and then having gone through it a second time and looked at all of that, how strategic this project is in not only what we're doing with seeing schoolies come to Christ and seeing them take massive steps forward in their faith out at Surfers, which is just such an incredible joy for me every year that I want everyone to be able to experience. But I've realised now, looking back on last year, how much more prepared I am to do that than last year, and how much I've grown and been equipped in my ability to do ministry, to multiply my faith. And so I would say this is a 2 weeks that is just incredible in the amount of growth that you get in your own faith and in the skills that you have to do ministry. And it's just fun. So I would say summer projects is an amazing experience that you should not miss out on.